Hey gang, Todd here, and I'm going to go see Deadpool and Wolverine. I would have gone last week, but my nephew was getting married, and even a nerd's got to have priorities, you know? Anyway, uh, why I'm seeing it alone instead of with Erika is although she likes superhero films and she finds Deadpool really funny, she has a problem with gore, and has this is supposed to be a really gory film. She went and got the plot synopsis, and now she knows all the cameos. So, I can then talk to her about it after I get back. Yeah, looking forward to it. This is probably the one film this entire summer I've been really looking forward to seeing. So, of course, I got to go see it a week late, but that's probably just as well, as it hopefully won't be sold out. I'll tell you what I think when I get back. Okay, I'm back. That was great. Uh, yeah, Erika was very right to be concerned. I've never seen so many heads and arms lopped off before. It's wow, the blood splatters in this. It's a hard R. I'm talking like Kill Bill violence, okay? You know, the crazy 88 scene? Yeah. Anyway, uh, basic plot is that Wade Wilson is going through a bad patch. He's been turned down by both the X-Men and the Avengers. And he's kind of out of sorts, and he's driven Vanessa away, sadly, and is currently trying to sell Kias with Peter. If you remember Peter, the only one of the X-Force that survived. Oh no, he rescued at the end. But yeah, basically the only one to survive. And he gets pulled out by the TVA and taken to Mr. Paradox, who wants Deadpool to join the TVA and become an agent. He hasn't got anything else in his life going for him. And Deadpool says, oh, hey, that sounds pretty good. Sure. And thinks that he's Marvel Jesus now. And there's a scene where he sees farther in his timeline where he's dying in Thor's arms and Thor is crying. But that's spoilers. You can't see that. And then he finds out that his universe is dying. That's why they went to get him. It's dying because this universe is also the universe where Logan died. If you saw the movie Logan. And Logan is the anchor being for all the time, for every timeline. He is the one, probably because he can regenerate and doesn't age as quickly. So if he's not there, then the timeline starts to dissolve and back into itself. Usually takes 2,000 to 3,000 years, but that's not good enough for Mr. Paradox, who's gone off the books to build a time ripper to go back to pruning timelines. And so this is not a big, shocker, spoiler reveal. He reveals that like the first 30 minutes of the film. And so Deadpool escapes. We get a bit of a montage of him going to find different Wolverines. And he finally grabs one who's just about as down and out, even more down and out than Wade is. And he brings him back, and it turns out you can't do that. That's not going to happen. And he and Wolverine get zapped into the void, where you meet a lot of cameos. That's where most of the cameos come from, as they make their way through the void, which has an amazingly diverse ecology. Because, in the Loki show, it was all just like a barren wasteland. And here there's forests in other areas and fields, you know, and this is where we meet our other big bad villain, the bad villain, Cassandra, who in an alternate timeline was the twin sister of Charles Xavier, and who got pulled out and sent to the void. And because of her powers, she has been able to kind of take it over for the most part. There are some groups that oppose her, but she pretty much rules the void. And so now they have to figure out how to defeat Cassandra and get back to the TVA so that they can stop Paradox. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Really good. A lot of great cameos. A lot of funny cameos. Great fourth wall breaks. Oh, and of course, if you've seen the trailers, there is, of course, the world's ugliest dog. Won that title officially. And he's in there, or she, I guess. Yes, she, because they named her Mary Poppins. She is basically Dogpool. There's a lot of different Deadpools you get to see. And, yeah, really good. Great chemistry between Reynolds and Jackman. A lot of great scenes, arguments between them. A lot of great fights between them. You know, the whole oil and water thing between the two. And it's kind of reminiscent of the Deadpool Cable relationship that was in Deadpool 2, but funnier and better. They play well off each other. Probably the best superhero film I've seen in quite a while. Since the Batman, basically. Yeah, and I'll stand by that one. Yeah, a lot of unexpected cameos that I just, oh, they brought them in. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know they were still acting. Okay. You know, and a lot of cameos that, there's one specific cameo where you think they're playing one character and it turns out they're playing someone else. And that reveal is hilarious. And you want to stay after the credits for the ending scene. Nothing new. You know, it's not like one of those Thanos endings where you, from the Avengers, where you see him being introduced, but you don't actually see him, you know, being introduced as a villain down the line. They don't do that. The ending scene is just, it ties back into an argument that Wolverine and Deadpool have throughout the second half of the film, basically. A lot of great fourth wall breaks. And a lot of good Disney jokes. And some really funny 20th Century Fox jokes. Especially, there's a visual gag in the void when they first get there that is just hilarious. Yeah, probably the best superhero film, as I said before. Yeah. Yeah. You can always count on a Deadpool film to just nail it, bang it out of the park. Please hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.